All right, man. So apparently, I seen Garfield the coke sniffing cat say that Barrios was a better champion than Norman. They just say stuff just to, if people like the university hate a guy, they gonna just go. Especially if he black, they gonna pander to that way. He's a panderer, bro. Instead of pandering to bitches, he pandered to boxing fans, and that's just what it is. So that doesn't surprise me. But I want to also talk about Shakur Stevenson and what type of bitch ass nigga he is, man. And I'm about to prove it. But hey, hit the link in the description. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. And the thing about this, and I'll talk about Shakur Stevenson first. Like, he said he wouldn't go up to welterweight to fight Devin Haney, but he talking about going up to welterweight or beyond to fight Conor Benn. And then you got Conor Benn, who don't want to fight Devin Haney for a title. I'll fight Barrios. I want to fight Ryan Garcia. And, you know, didn't want to fight Bud at 160 and get the bread. Came out of his mouth. Don't want to fight Devin Haney at 47 and get a title, right? But he talk about fighting Shakur Stevenson at 47, 54. And Shakur Stevenson said, well, I'm not going up to 47 to fight Devin, but you going to go up there and fight Conor Benn? Like, come on now. Shakur Stevenson, you know, he ain't no different than pretty much everybody else in the game where he don't want to fight nobody, bro. He strategically moving. He acting like he moving like a dog, but he not. But yeah, man. So that's my thing about it. Shakur Stevenson, he come off like he big and bad, and he want to fight the best and all that other shit. But in reality, dog, he a duck ass nigga. He could have fought Devin, and he can say, well, Devin short chat, who were you to get the lion's share of the money? Who are you? Let's keep it a beam. You was with Top Rank, so that's 2 strikes against you right there. They made him go overseas and fight George Kambosos. So you got to remember that too. He had to go overseas and fight George Kambosos twice. So he willing to give you opportunity. He drained at the weight. Top Rank put him through hoops. You could have shot at undisputed. Shakur Stevenson don't want to fight nobody, dog. He really don't want to fight Tank. He ain't no different than Tank. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to fight nobody, bro. Because why would you jump up and fight Conor Benn? Right? When you can fight Devin Haney for a title, then after you fight T.O. Then, oh, I'm gonna get a title up and give it to Keyshawn. Why don't you fight Keyshawn? See, he thirsting for a big fight. All these dudes, they really only want to fight fights that they know they gonna win. I'm telling you, they only fight fights that they know they gonna win. That's the God honest truth. Because if he really wanted, you know, supremacy in boxing to be in there, he'd be willing to fight any and everybody. But he's not. He not. Shakur Stevenson ain't no different than the rest of boxing, man. He's an opportunist. But yeah, I'll fight Conor Benn next. I'll fight Conor Benn next. Yeah, why don't fight Devin? Right? I ain't going to welterweight for Devin. He's too big. Okay, what about Conor Benn? He just fought at 160. You know what I'm saying? He just fought at 160, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. All these fighters literally don't want to fight nobody. They all the same. Most of them are just like Tank. You have your outliers like Crawford, Usyk, Devin Haney. You have your outliers like that. For the most part, your average fighter at the championship level who got a little buzz, they Shakur Stevenson. They acting like they want the shit. At least Tank tell you who he really is. You know, ain't shit open. I ain't got off so late, bro. At least he tell you who he really is. That's a fact. But to a Garfield the coke sniffing cat had to say, nigga the Derek Jackson of boxing. The Yada of boxing. Not a spineless pussycat. Brian Norman would have knocked Barrios the fuck out. But this is my problem. Like, okay, you can pander and do all that shit you want to do. It's a space and opportunity for all that shit, right? I'm not mad about it. Well, I can't give a man a credit where creditors do. Why is that a problem? Why you just can't say, hey man, Devin was the man, bro? Shout out to Dev. Dev the man. Why we just can't say that? Come on. Well, you know, Norman wasn't a better champ. Man, fuck out of here. All these dudes is pandering for $1, bro. And they blow up the most least masculine guys, the minstrel show guys, the feminine guys. They blow those guys up, bro. When you give masculinity and you get honesty and truth, and be honest, people don't like the truth. People don't like the truth. That's why the government lies to you. If the government told you the truth, people would be upset. People don't like the truth, and that's just the truth. You know, but do what you may with it. People don't like honesty. And if the lie gonna get you $1, people gonna lie. People gonna lie. But do I believe Barrios was the worst champ? Now, if you had to ask me between Barrios and Stay Honest, if they both still was champion, I mean, we might have an argument there. This one where Norman might go off to Stay Honest. They both 2-pack of ass. Shit, a single pack of ass. I ain't gonna cap. Good talk. But it's whatever they can do to take away from Devin Haney. There's people in this space that I can't stand. I told y'all, Bud tried to sue me. But ain't gonna stop me from giving Bud his credit and his flowers and his props. I don't hold grudges, bro, like that. If you know, like, man, he a whole ass nigga to me. But hey, man, he a hellified hooper. You know, hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Ty did some fuck shit, but man, the way Ty can wire up an AC unit, man, he the best. It ain't hard for me to admit no shit like that, to separate facts over feelings. But a lot of niggas is emotionally based. And sometimes people will hurt your emotions. You gotta check yourself, bro. Because when you start to become emotional, this is when niggas pull triggers. This is when niggas, send people to the upper room out of feeling. And then you sit in that cell or you sleep on it, you don't feel that way no more. I'll tell you that right now. I always tell people, if you feel like you're making a big decision, whether you want to send somebody to upper room, you want to beat their ass, or you want to marry somebody, thinking about it, or you got a decision to make as far as opportunities, school, sleep on it. Get about 24 to 48 hours and see how you feel. Sometimes you'll argue with somebody. Think about you argue with your brother, sister, somebody like that. You wake up the next morning, it ain't nothing. You think about 6 months, a year down the line, you don't even remember what the argument was about. You know what I'm saying? You don't even remember what the argument was about. That's just the goddamn truth. You don't even remember what the argument was about. It don't matter. I ain't ate shit all day. It don't matter. These niggas be emotional, bro. You know? But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Peace.